Did you know there's a black woman who owns a $500 million yacht? That's right, and it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to how these billionaires spend their fortunes. In this video, we're diving into the list of the richest black women in the world today. From gold-plated toilets to buying entire towns just because they wanted to, these women have made jaw-dropping purchases that defy imagination. If you're curious to see how the wealthiest live and spend, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. Dr. Iman Abuzeid, the tech genius with the golden touch. This woman isn't just brilliant, she's insanely wealthy. She started her career as a doctor but later pivoted to become an entrepreneur. Now, she's at the helm of a company valued at over $1 billion. That's right, $1 billion with a B. So, what's her secret? She created a platform called Incredible Health, which is basically Tinder for nursing jobs. Swipe right, and you just might land your dream gig. And get this, just last year, she raised $80 million like it was pocket change. While most of us are nervous about asking for a raise, Dr. Abuzeid is out here raking in millions like it's no big deal. But what's really impressive isn't just how much she makes, it's how she spends it. She doesn't just let that money sit in a bank account, she spends it in ways most of us can't even imagine. First up, her car collection. Dr. Abuzeid has a serious passion for luxury vehicles, and her garage is a treasure trove worth millions. Forget your everyday Mercedes or BMWs. She owns custom-built Rolls-Royces that probably cost more than the house you're living in. And if that wasn't enough, she's got limited edition Ferraris too, because sometimes, you just need to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds on your way to the store. But those cars? They're just the appetizer. The main course in Dr. Abuzeid's world of luxury is her real estate portfolio. And let me tell you, it's next level crazy. She owns mansions scattered across the globe like she's playing real-life Monopoly. She's got a spot in Silicon Valley because every tech billionaire needs a California crash pad. But that's not all, she's also got properties in New York and London. And we're not talking about charming little apartments. These are opulent mansions, each worth more than most people will earn in their entire lives. Imagine waking up every morning and deciding, should I stay in New York or London today? That's just everyday life for Dr. Abuzeid. And these homes aren't just luxurious, they're decked out with every over-the-top feature you can think of. We're talking about home theaters that put IMAX to shame, Olympic-sized pools, and kitchens so stunning even Gordon Ramsay would feel right at home. Here's the kicker, all that spending probably doesn't even make a dent in her wealth. With $1 billion company and cash constantly flowing in, Dr. Abuzeid is just getting started. Who knows what she'll buy next, a private island or maybe even her own space station. At this point, nothing would surprise us. Emma Grede, the fashion mogul with a Midas touch. If you thought Dr. Abuzeid's spending was over the top, wait until you hear about the woman who turned stretchy fabric into $1 billion empire. Emma Grede isn't just rich, she's tied to the Kardashian family. And when it comes to her spending habits, let's just say she makes most millionaires look like they're shopping at dollar stores. Emma doesn't mess around when it comes to fashion. She's a co-founder of Kim Kardashian Skims, a shapewear brand valued at billions of dollars. But that's not all. Emma also runs her own fashion empire called Good American Jeans. This woman doesn't just wear designer clothes, she designs and manufactures them. Let's talk about her personal closet. It's probably worth more than some small countries. This isn't an exaggeration, Emma owns custom-made outfits that cost more than most homes. Yes, you heard that right. While most of us are thrilled to score a deal at the mall, Emma casually drops 6 figures on a single outfit. And these aren't just your run-of-the-mill designer pieces. We're talking about one-of-a-kind items you won't find anywhere else. Imagine owning a dress worth more than most people make in a year. For Emma, that's just another Tuesday. But clothing is just the beginning of Emma's extravagant spending habits. She's got a serious passion for rare jewelry. Rumor has it, she's shelled out millions on a single diamond necklace. While most people save for years to buy an engagement ring, Emma spends that kind of cash on a necklace just because she feels like it. And we're not talking about ordinary sparkly pieces. Emma's jewelry collection is in a league of its own. She owns diamonds the size of golf balls and rare gemstones with names most of us can't even pronounce. It's like she has a mini treasure chest that could rival a national museum, all tucked away in her jewelry box. But Emma's story doesn't end there. She's not just into fashion and jewelry. She also has an art collection that will leave anyone in awe. While most of us are happy with a framed poster on the wall, Emma owns original paintings worth millions. And these aren't just any works of art. Her collection includes pieces by some of the world's most renowned artists. We're talking about items museums would go to war over, but for Emma, they're just everyday decor. Emma doesn't just sit at home admiring her collections, though. She's known for throwing some of the most extravagant parties you've ever heard of. These events are on another level, making the Met Gala look like a backyard barbecue. Emma's parties are the epitome of luxury, celebrity guests, over-the-top themes, and every detail executed to perfection. While most of us are happy with a pizza and Netflix night, Emma spends more on a single party than most people earn in an entire year. Beyonce, Queen Bey's lavish spending habits. Think Emma Grede lives large? Wait until you hear about Beyonce, the woman who turned music into a billion-dollar empire. She's not just wealthy, she's backed by Jay-Z, and when it comes to her spending habits, let's just say she makes most celebrities look like they're living on a budget. Beyonce isn't just the queen of music, she's the queen of extravagant spending too. She has more money than she probably knows what to do with, but trust me, Beyonce knows how to spend it. Let's start with the gift she once gave Jay-Z, a $40 million private jet for Father's Day. Yes, you heard that right. While most of us are gifting ties or mugs, Beyonce gave her husband a whole airplane. That's not a gift, it's a private airline. But that jet? It's just pocket change for Queen Bey. Her real estate game is on another level. Beyonce and Jay-Z dropped $88 million on a Bel Air mansion that's more like a small country. This isn't your average celebrity home. It's equipped with bulletproof windows, because apparently, regular glass just won't do. And on the roof? A helipad for those days when LA traffic is just too much and you need to chopper in. Now let's talk about Beyonce's jewelry collection because it's downright jaw-dropping. These aren't your run-of-the-mill accessories. No, she owns a $10 million wedding ring. That's right, $10 million on one finger. And if that's not enough, she also has earrings worth over $1 million each. Most people don't make that much in a year, but Beyonce casually wears it on her ears like it's no big deal. But what really takes the cake? The way Beyonce prepared for Blue Ivy's birth. Instead of booking a hospital room, Beyonce rented out an entire floor. Yes, we're talking about spending $1 million just to have privacy while giving birth. $1 million for a maternity ward. While most people are satisfied with a private room, Beyonce transformed a whole hospital floor into her personal suite. And it doesn't stop with the big-ticket items. Even Beyonce's day-to-day life is dripping in luxury. Her stage costumes? Each one costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's right, each. While most of us are scouring our closets for a decent outfit, Beyonce spends more on a single costume than many people make in a year, and she only wears it for a few hours on stage. But Beyonce isn't just about spending money, she's a master at making it too. She's involved in countless business ventures. Did you know she partnered with a vegan meal delivery service called 22 Days Nutrition? Yep, Queen Bey is out here trying to get us all to eat our veggies. And let's be real, if Beyonce tells you to eat kale, you're eating kale. And don't even get me started on her car collection. Beyonce's garage is probably worth more than the GDP of some small towns. She owns a custom Bugatti Veyron worth $2 million. That's not a car, it's a real estate investment on wheels. While most of us are just hoping our car starts in the morning, Beyonce's cruising in a ride that costs more than many people will earn in a lifetime. But the craziest part? All this spending is probably just a drop in the bucket for her. With hit albums, sold-out tours, and booming business ventures, Beyonce makes money faster than she can spend it. And that's saying something because she truly knows how to spend. Janice Bryant Howroyd, from temp worker to billion-dollar boss. If you thought Beyonce's spending was over the top, wait until you hear about Janice Bryant Howroyd, the woman who turned a $1,500 investment into a billion-dollar empire. She doesn't just own a private jet, she has an entire fleet. But that's nothing compared to her most jaw-dropping splurge. Have you ever imagined what it's like to own your very own slice of paradise? Janice Bryant Howroyd started her business journey with just $1,500. Now, her company is worth billions, yes, billions with a capital B. From a temp worker, she skyrocketed to becoming the boss of a massive empire, faster than you can say from the ground up. And let me tell you, Janice spends money like there's no tomorrow. First, let's talk about her obsession with private jets. Janice doesn't just own one Gulfstream, no, she owns several, enough to pick a different one every day of the week. She probably never has to worry about scheduling maintenance. While most of us are busy hunting for economy class deals, Janice has a jet ready for every occasion. But jets are just the beginning of her extravagant spending. Let's move on to her $50 million yacht, a bona fide floating mansion. Yes, $50 million just for a boat. This yacht is probably bigger than most people's homes, and it floats. Imagine waking up each morning, stepping outside, and seeing nothing but endless ocean. For Janice, that's just an average day. Next up, let's talk real estate. Janice's property portfolio is unlike anything you've ever seen. She owns homes scattered across the globe, each one more luxurious than the last. These aren't quaint little vacation homes. No, these are full-scale mansions, with size and extravagance that stretch beyond imagination. One of her homes probably has more bathrooms than hot meals most of us have in a month. But the real jaw-dropper? Janice didn't stop at homes and yachts. No, she went ahead and bought herself an entire private island. That's right, an island, all to herself. While most people dream of saving up for a weekend getaway, Janice bought a piece of land surrounded by water just because she felt like it. And this isn't just some lonely patch of sand in the middle of nowhere. Her island is a luxury retreat, tailor-made for her and her family. Imagine having a place where you can completely escape the chaos of the outside world. No paparazzi, no crowds, just you, your loved ones, pristine beaches, and crystal clear water. That's Janice's reality. But don't think for a second that Janice spends her days sipping cocktails on the beach. No, this woman is still making waves in the business world. She's also known for her meaningful philanthropic efforts. In fact, President Obama appointed her to the President's Board of Advisors on historically black colleges and universities. So, Janice doesn't just know how to spend money, she knows how to give back, too. Sheila Johnson, the lavish spending of Bet's co-founder. From co-founding Bet to spending billions, Sheila Johnson has redefined what it means to live a life of luxury. Ever wondered what it's like to have a private butler in a $10,000 a night hotel room? For Sheila, that's just pocket change compared to her most extravagant indulgences. Let's dive into how this media mogul turned herself into the queen of hospitality. Sheila Johnson isn't just known for co-founding Bet, she sold it for a staggering $3 billion. While most of us would celebrate finding $20 in an old pair of jeans, Sheila makes billions as effortlessly as finding spare change. But here's the kicker, Sheila doesn't just let her money sit around, she uses it to fund jaw-dropping luxuries. Let's start with her chain of luxury resorts. Sheila doesn't play when it comes to hospitality. She owns Salamander Hospitality, and these aren't your run-of-the-mill hotels. Imagine staying in hotel rooms that cost up to $1,000 a night, more than many people's monthly rent. But it's not just the price tag that sets Sheila's resorts apart. These places are loaded with the finest amenities money can buy: private butlers, gourmet meals crafted by top chefs, and personalized services tailored to each guest. Think of it as living in a palace, with room service. Sheila owns resorts in Virginia and Florida, and each one is more luxurious than the last. Picture waking up in a room larger than most apartments, with breathtaking views that would make anyone jealous on Instagram. That's just another day for the guests at Sheila's properties. But hospitality is only the beginning of Sheila's extravagant spending. She has a particular love for horses, and by love, I mean she spent millions building an equestrian center in Virginia. That's right, millions, just for her horses. This isn't your average stable with a few ponies. Sheila's center is a full-on horse paradise. It has everything a horse could dream of, if horses had dreams. Training facilities, luxury boarding, and even venues for high-profile equestrian events. Think Ritz-Carlton but for horses, and you'll get the idea. What's even more impressive? This isn't just a hobby for Sheila, it's a thriving business venture. She's managed to turn her expensive passion into a money-making enterprise. But wait, there's more. Sheila owns an art collection that's worth more than most people will earn in a lifetime. We're not talking about posters or reproductions you'd find in a college dorm. These are high-end pieces by some of the most renowned names in contemporary art. Her collection includes works that top museums would give anything to have. While most of us are content hanging a framed print on the wall, Sheila has original paintings that are worth entire fortunes. It's like she has her own private Louvre right at home. And it doesn't stop there. Sheila also boasts an impressive collection of luxury cars. These vehicles are worth more than most houses, and when it comes to jewelry, she has pieces that could buy an entire island. Sheila Johnson truly embodies elegance and opulence, living a life most of us can only dream of. Rihanna, from pop princess to billion-dollar business queen. If you think inheriting half a country is the only way to live a life of luxury, wait until you hear about Rihanna. This pop princess turned her voice into a billion-dollar empire, but it's her jaw-dropping spending habits that truly leave people speechless. Ever imagine dropping a cool $1 million just for a weekend getaway? Rihanna isn't just a singer anymore, she's the face of a business empire. Her Fenty Beauty line? It's worth billions. Yes, billions with a capital B. While most people are thrilled to snag a bargain on drugstore makeup, Rihanna is out here revolutionizing the beauty industry and cashing in big time. But it's her personal spending that really makes headlines. Rihanna doesn't hold back when it comes to living large. She once rented an entire island in the Bahamas for $1 million, not for a year, not for a month, but for one weekend, just to have some privacy and throw a party. While most of us are budgeting for a quick beach trip, Rihanna spends a fortune just to enjoy a little peace and quiet. And that's just the beginning. Her real estate portfolio spans the globe, as if she's playing a real-life game of Monopoly. In Barbados, Rihanna owns a tropical paradise because every island girl needs a place to call home. But that's not all, she also has a mansion in Los Angeles that takes luxury to a whole new level. Her LA estate isn't just a house. It features a secret underground tunnel. That's right, a tunnel, as if she's gearing up for a spy movie role. And what's in that tunnel? A recording studio, of course. Because when you're Rihanna, inspiration can strike anytime, and you need to be ready to lay down tracks at a moment's notice. But wait, there's more. Rihanna also owns a sprawling property in London. Because why limit yourself to one continent when you can dominate two? Her London home is massive, probably bigger than most neighborhoods, and naturally, it's outfitted with every over-the-top amenity money can buy. Each of Rihanna's mansions feels like its own self-contained world. Imagine having a private movie theater that makes IMAX look like a kid's toy, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, and kitchen so top-tier even Gordon Ramsay would feel at home. She doesn't just meet the standards of luxury, she redefines them. The craziest part? All of this extravagant spending likely barely scratches the surface of her immense fortune. With her chart-topping music career, Fenty Beauty empire, and countless other ventures, Rihanna has so much money she probably couldn't spend it all if she tried. Her life is like a real-life Monopoly game, but instead of tiny plastic houses, she's stacking up opulent estates. And her car collection? Let's just say it's worth more than the GDP of some small countries. Rihanna owns everything from Lamborghinis to Bentleys, all custom-made, of course. Because when you're Rihanna, off-the-shelf simply isn't good enough. But Rihanna isn't just about extravagant spending. She's also a savvy businesswoman. Her Fenty Beauty line has disrupted the beauty industry, proving she has the golden touch. Everything she touches turns to gold, or in her case, billion-dollar ideas. And let's not forget, she's doing all of this while still making music. For most people, excelling in one field would be enough. But Rihanna? She's dominating multiple industries effortlessly. It's like she looked at the idea of being a jack of all trades and said, nah, I'll master them all. Oprah Winfrey, the lavish life of the media queen. Think Rihanna lives large? Brace yourself, because we're about to step into Oprah Winfrey's world. Ever wondered what a $500,000 bathtub looks like? Trust me, it's not the kind of place you'll find a rubber ducky hanging out. Oprah Winfrey isn't just wealthy, she's in a league of her own. Her fortune dwarfs the GDP of some small countries, and you better believe she knows how to spend it in the most extravagant ways imaginable. Let's start with Oprah's main residence, a little place called the Promised Land. But there's nothing littles about this $90 million estate in Montecito, California. This property is massive, spanning 23,000 square feet. It boasts 6 bedrooms, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. The view? Picture the Pacific Ocean putting on a private show just for Oprah. But that's just one of many homes Oprah owns across the globe. Her real estate portfolio is scattered worldwide, like she's playing a real-life game of Monopoly. While most of us dream of affording a cozy apartment, Oprah collects luxury estates like other people collect stamps. Now, let's talk about how Oprah travels. When you're operating at her level of wealth, there's no way you're squeezing into a commercial flight with the rest of us. Oprah's ride of choice? A $75 million private jet. This isn't just any jet, it's a Bombardier Global Express XRS, loaded with every luxury you can think of. Spacious cabins, a gourmet kitchen, and an entertainment system so advanced it makes your home theater setup look like a relic from the 90s. When Oprah takes off, she's essentially flying in a mansion with wings. But planes and mansions are just the starting point. Let's move on to Oprah's art collection, which is worth more than the GDP of several small nations. Oprah owns genuine masterpieces. Her collection includes works by iconic artists like Gustav Klimt and Pablo Picasso. While most of us are thrilled to hang a framed poster on our walls, Oprah displays original pieces as casually as family photos. Yet all these extravagant purchases are likely just pocket change for Oprah. She sold her company for a staggering $3 billion. That's billion with a B. While most of us get excited finding $20 in our jeans, Oprah is out here casually earning billions. But Oprah isn't just about spending money, she's also about giving back. She's famous for her generosity. Remember when she gave every audience member a car? That's just scratching the surface of her philanthropy. Oprah has donated millions to various causes, especially those focused on education and empowering women and children. When it comes to Oprah, she's not just a media mogul, she's a symbol of success, generosity, and living life on a scale most of us can only dream of.